How's it going, YouTubers? Revolutionary Cowboy here, and today I'm reviewing the Gosei Great Megazord from Power Rangers Megaforce. And let me tell you, this is a pretty cool Megazord. Goes about $30 or so in retail, and it has a pretty cool concept, and I'll get to that here pretty soon. But that's just one of the things I've loved about Power Rangers, the Megazords. I mean, the toys are always cool with the Power Rangers themselves and the enemies, the weapons, but I've always loved the Megazords. I have to say the peak of my Power Ranger interest was from Mighty Morphin Through Space, and then I watched casually for a while and I didn't care as much. Maybe when Dino Thunder came around because Tommy was in, I started liking Power Rangers again. But maybe when 2010, the Mighty Morphin, Megazord got re-released and all that stuff, was probably when I started liking Power Rangers again. And even after Samurai, as bad as it was, it still has some cool toys, but Megaforce, pretty cool series. Definitely good throwback to Mighty Morphin, since it is the 20th anniversary season. So I definitely have to make sure to get my hands on this Gosei Great Megazord. So I'm going to take a look at it, show you guys a little bit of the package before we get the Megazord out. First, you notice that it's already in Megazord form. For any of us, who grew up in the 90s, remember the old Megazords. I don't know when they started doing this. I guess it was around Jungle Fury that they started putting the Megazords in the box as is, instead of, put them in the box as the Zords. Like up here you got the different heads, which that's the concept of this season. How they are able to swap Zord heads, like at the Shark head, you got the Dragon head, the Phoenix head, down here's the Snake head, and the Tiger head. As the Megazord itself, the wings are folded down, and you can see there's different little kind of attachment, I can't really know what to call them, like pegs in a way. I mean, I really don't know the proper name for these, I'm sorry guys. But you can attach each Zord to. Down here is the Megazord in action. And then back here, here's all the different combinations you can have. There's a crap load. First you got the Sky Brothers, got the Sea Brothers, have the Land Brothers, and it shows all different Megazord combinations for those. Down here you got the Robo Knight Zords, and what they, how they combine to the Gosei Great Megazord. I think they call it the Gosei Grand. And down here are some more combinations with the Sky Brothers, Sea Brothers, Land Brothers, and this little vehicle here to go with this big old combination. And then just some more info about the action card game, which there are 2 cards in here, and I'll show them at the end of the video. And not much over here, just more about the action card game and how you use it with your smartphone. So that's the review of the box. Now I'm going to take these guys out, and I'm going to show you how they become the Gosei Great Megazord. Alright, now the Gosei Great Megazord is into its basic 5 Zords, which are the Blue Ranger's Shark Zord, the Pink Ranger's Phoenix Zord, the Black Ranger's Snake Zord, the Yellow Ranger's Tiger Zord, and the Red Ranger's Dragon Zord. And they're pretty cool, but they also look pretty goofy, because each one of them had to use a vehicle to transform into its, main Zord mode. Like the Blue Ranger's Shark Zord was a submarine, the Phoenix Zord was like an airplane, Snake Zord was a train, the Tiger Zord was a bulldozer, and the Dragon was a jet. So, once again, pretty goofy, but still kind of cool too. And then each Zord has its own movements, not a whole lot. You can move the Shark Zord of its wheels. And the same goes with the Phoenix. They all have wheels on the bottom, and there isn't too much movement with them. Like the Shark, you can open up its tail, but that has more to do with the transformation into the Gosei Great Megazord. And you can't really flap the wings on the Phoenix. They don't go up. They go down, though. But once again, it has to do with the transformation. Not a whole lot with the Tiger. Just roll it on its wheels, and you can move its head up. But once again, it has to do with the Megazord's transformation. The Snake has quite a bit of movement, I guess you could say. I mean, other than moving on its wheels, you can kind of make it look like it's slithering. And it does come apart, by the way. I'll get back in. Like this, or like this. Once again, it has to do with the Megazord's transformation. And you can move the snake's head up. That's really about it. And then the dragon actually has quite a movement itself with the wheels. You can move its wings up and down like this. You could do this with the wings too. And then you're able to pop the head in and out like this. But of course, that once again, like every Zord, has more to do with the Megazord transformation, not so much the Zord's articulation. And really, that's just about it. I mean, that's all they can really do with the Zords. I think in the Sentai version of the Megazord, some of them could move their mouths, but this version they don't. Kind of sucks, but at the same time, you know, for 30 bucks, I guess. What else can you expect out of this Megazord? But it's still pretty cool. Now the only thing left to do is to transform it back into the Gosei Great Megazord. Alright, now to form the Gosei Great Megazord, first we start with the Snake Zord, which we will fold down this part of the tail. This forms the left half of the legs, and then fold this half is the right side, and the snake itself is the right foot. Then we grab the Tiger Zord. I'll put the snake down. Tiger Zord, you just fold the head up and peg it into place right here, and the tiger is now the left foot. Then we need the Dragon Zord, which pop the tail off, and that's where the helmet is. We'll take the helmet out here in a moment. Put the dragon's head in, and then peg it into place on top of the Snake Zord, as the red dragon will be the torso of the Zord. Alright. Next, we need the shark and the phoenix. They form the arms. The shark will be the right arm, so you will pull out its tail and do this. That's both sides. And then the phoenix, you just fold the wings in like this and peg it into place. And finally the head, which you pull right out of the tail. And you pop it on the connector right here. And there you go. We have the Gosei Great Megazord. And finally, we get ready for battle. Put the sword right here in the shark's head on the right side. And we are ready for battle. Ready to kick some butt. Yeah. Gosei Great Megazord is ready for battle. There isn't a whole lot of articulation to this. I mean, all you can do really is move the arms. You have a little bit of movement with the feet, I guess. I mean, not a whole lot. Like, you can do this, but that's really it. Typical Megazord articulation. I mean, in the past, you only got articulation with the arms. So that's really all you get. And of course, the cool feature of this is you can pop the heads off, because there are different transformations. If you want to store, like, you know, the Tiger Zord head up here, you know, snake head up here. Like when you have any of the different vehicles, like the Sky Brothers, the Land Brothers, the Sea Brothers. You want to put the shark right here. You know, I mean, right now it looks weird, but when you do have all the other Zords, you can do that. And then, of course, there's the last mode here, you know, with the wings. Well, I mean, this is not a different not the main mode of the Zords. Once again, you have to have all the different vehicles, like this. And when I do find those vehicles, I'll review those. But for now, this is all I can do. You know, pop the Shark Zord right there. Got the Phoenix right there. I mean, that's just how I can do it. You can do it any way you want. It looks a little goofy. It looks like he's got like his different trophy heads, all the different animals he killed or something. That sounds morbid, but hey, you know, it's a weird concept. All the different heads, and these heads are also used for their blasters, you know, when they're fighting down with the monsters before the monster gets bigger. And if I can get back in, I'll just pop that back in. I'll just go back in place. I mean, it's a neat concept. It's not the best concept, but it's different, you know. Different than what we had in the past. But I prefer it like this. I mean, this is the coolest way to have it. And hopefully when I do find the other vehicles, I'll, put them together and I'll show you how they look on him. Alright, and finally, before I end this review, here are the 2 trading cards that are included with the Megazord. You have the Gosei Great Megazord card. And then right here you have the Gosei Grand Megazord card. Sorry for any bad lighting. And once again, there's a barcode on top. You can scan with your smartphone. There's all the info about the card itself. If you saw my Armored Red Ranger review, then you would know I showed you some of the card. I don't know, I might want to pick the card game up. I am a trading card fan, and I love Power Rangers, so I don't know if I'll play it or not, but maybe I might collect it. I mean, obviously the Gosei Grand Megazord, the Gosei Great Grand Megazord is when you combine the Robo Knights Megazord with the Gosei Great. So hopefully I'll get those in due time. And other than that, there you go. That's my review of the Gosei Great Megazord. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I tried my best with this, guys. I mean, it's a pretty easy Megazord, but the review's not always the easiest thing to do. But I do this for you guys. So I hope you liked it. Feel free to let me know how you feel about this Megazord. Do you like it? Or could you do without it? Or do you like the Sentai version better? As always, I appreciate your guys' feedback. And if you want to see more Power Ranger reviews, or just, Ninja Turtles, wrestling, comics, anime, or whatever else, then feel free to hit that subscribe button. I'm RHC Cowboy. Thanks for watching. Rock on and keep collecting.